Well, hello and welcome one and all. Just getting ready to go here for the second instalment of this semi-final match. You'll remember the first leg, of course. The visitors won their home game by just the odd goal. The question on everybody's mind, is that enough? And it has certainly made things intriguing for everyone, and no doubt the question will be answered one way or another over the course of the next couple of hours. The Estadio José Alvalade, of course, a venue fit for a capital city, located here pretty close to Lisbon's international airport. So the hosts required to do all the running here. They'll certainly need to if they want to put themselves back on course for the big day.
Well, I doubt they'll take any unnecessary risks, Peter, having the luxury of not forcing the issue. But it's bound to be thrilling. How can it not be? This shouldn't be about could've, should've. They have the authority.
Got things underway. Paris Saint-Germain made the most of their home advantage, winning the first leg. And they seem to have one foot in the final, just need to finish the job. Brandt. It's a decent-looking cross. Not had too much on it. Adriana. And it's De Bruyne. And help's available out wide. It was on the back foot. Looks to dink one in. Brahim Diaz. Well played, he saw that coming. Now it's Neymar. Modric. Shot a goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's a real shame, Peter, because it was beautifully worked. Took the defence out of the picture, but he'll be in no hurry to watch the replay.
He's got options out wide. He's left his man. Neymar. Can he? He's had a shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Has gone out. Herrera. De Bruyne. Adriano tries to head towards goal. Goes for goal! That's a half-decent try.
Modric certainly could have and should have made more of that.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne plays it out to the wing. That's good defending, very good defending. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Modric spreads it towards the left. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who... Chance! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Goes for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Chiesa. Adriano gets it back.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Brandt plays it long. He gets past his man.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Modric tries lifting it over. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. It's De Bruyne. Cut out in the nick of time. Herrera. He's gone for it! And in again. Brahim Diaz plays it forward. Elmas. Benatia battles to win it back. Hoists it forward. Tries to stroke it through. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Elmas! Goal! Fiorentina! Parity restored, and the whole thing shifts once more.
Fiorentina are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Paris Saint-Germain draw things level on aggregate. Gets it back, and they've been caught out here. Gets away from his opponents. Neymar tries a shot! Big moment! Massive goal! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Paris Saint-Germain take the aggregate lead. Could this prove decisive? Alaba. Brandt. Chance to break. Messi goes up and over. Gets the better of his man. Neymar. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He is going into that little black book. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied it.
Wonderful! Dispatched expertly, nicely done.
Look, it goes against your pride and your professionalism to admit when something's too good, but that was just unstoppable.
That has checked. The semi-final reaches halfway. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instantly packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Keeper sends it forward. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Ball swung in. Well read, he sorted that out.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
He's pinged one through here. Neymar. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good. He's tried one. Brilliant save from Buffon. Oh, great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Van Dijk. A heavy challenge. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Gorgeous! He's got himself a peach of a goal! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. And he's produced a beauty.
Oh, that was breathtaking. He'll never hit another as well in his whole career.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Elmas. Chiesa. Elmas. And the ball's come out. Elmas unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played back in. Chiesa. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Bardsley tries to get it forward quickly. Hit long and direct. Neymar gets into some space. It's Neymar! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort. Look, there's some very good headers of a ball in this team now, and they'll be...
Gets up to head it! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction. Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
He's got options out wide. Has a pop! They've done it! Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Fiorentina have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much. Has a pop! And that would have been some goal.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he rises to it.
Elmas looks to get on the end of this. Benatia gets into the right position to intercept. And it's Modric. Modric with a long pass. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. A chance! Goes for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
So can they do it again? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hazard drives it forward. Buffon. Chan goes back to base. Gets it upfield. He's through. Has it out wide now. Going through.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Pandev not easily shrugged off the ball. This has a hit! It's a goal! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Alaba. Elmas gets into a dangerous position. Cristiano Ronaldo plays a clever pass. Pandev.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Forward it goes. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And it's played forward. It's a loose ball. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Van Dijk does well to read it and intercepts. Modric goes looking. Can he find a finish now? Messi hits it! Sticks it away! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch, devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
Paris Saint-Germain tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Hoists it high. That's a decent ball. Messi. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And that has been clubbed away. Well positioned to make that interception. And time is up. Paris Saint-Germain have done it. into the final, and they can taste glory now. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, they passed that test in flying colours, and they have every reason to believe that they can go all the way.
Paris Saint-Germain made it through then to the business end of the tournament. We're down to the last 8 now, the stakes getting higher and higher. Not only them, of course, it's the same story for everyone. They all are desperate to win it. Something then is going to have to give. It is a charged atmosphere in here, fittingly so, given what is up for grabs. The stands here, the curva, as the locals call them, make for quite an impressive sight. All in support of the grand old lady of the Italian game. Truly big night of football here ahead of us. It always is when this competition is in town.
Well, we're at the stage, Peter, when the dream becomes believable. The stage of the season when everything takes on a tougher, more pressurised edge. When you want to win all you can, but might have to settle for one. This would be worth settling for, believe me.
And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this one is pretty easy. It's got to be Aguero. How do you contain someone with the speed of movement, technical strength and finishing ability that he possesses? All I'm saying is that I'm glad it's not me trying to stop him.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Sansone. He's got options out wide. And now they can launch a counter. Well weighted. So above all others, Jim, what do you think is the single factor which is going to make a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think there really isn't an awful lot in terms of what separates these teams. No, not when you get to this stage. This one could come down to the smallest of detail.
Absolutely so. Godin. Rodri. Cuts it out. Adriano has a pop! It's got him rattled. That'll be a throw. Herrera. Iniesta. Iniesta has a hit!
Oh, and things were shaping up very nicely there after the little drop of the shoulder.
Messi standing over it.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
Good clearance and very necessary. And here's Aguero. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Aguero really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Jeko desperately wants to get on the end of this. Well positioned to make that interception. Daniel Alves. It is deadlocked. Daniel Alves. Herrera. Adriano has the best stats in the team when it comes to winning the ball back. A really good feat. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Cristiano Ronaldo never really looked sure of what he was doing, and by holding on to it for so long, he duly lost it.
Dashing forward at pace. Richarlison spreads it towards the left. Godin. Rodri. Adriano. Rodri. A real chance to break. He's got away. Tries to dink it in.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Jeko. Richarlison! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Herrera. Rodri with a delicate ball. Messi is onto it and can take it up. Knocks it away. Plenty waiting in the middle. Dani Alves with the cross. Goes for goal! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Arthur battles to win it back. Jeko. Arthur. He's in! Richarlison hits it!
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Aguero. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that has been clubbed away. And the half-time whistle goes. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. We'll look back on the first 45 minutes.
Paris Saint-Germain have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement, and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Well, the action has already resumed here.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Bentancur. Sansone. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal!
Well, this guy is just not your average footballer. Alert and sharp. And while one or two others were still digesting the manager's half-time team talk, he's already delivering another lead. What a good player. Paris Saint-Germain are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out. It's paid off here.
Now it's Dzeko, and it's got through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Repelled by the keeper. And it's Zhirkov. Aguero, chance to break. Now it's Dzeko. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Messi. Plays it out to the wing. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Deftly done. Richarlison! Time to deliver. There's the delivery.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Chance to break. It's beautifully weighted. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. The Licks. Juventus are taking a simple, modern approach here.
Yeah, but I'm all for simplicity, Peter. If it works, it's good enough.
Adriano gets it back.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal. And he didn't go for the back heel.
That's a pop! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Time for a change in personnel. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Modric. Has a goal! That was venomous. Arthur. Paris Saint-Germain have made a great start to the second half, and the score is 1-0. Herrera. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Dzeko. Dzeko making use of the space out wide. Looking to break out here. Here's the cross. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
Juventus are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's been won straight back. Now it's Dzeko.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Almost there, and the players can feel it.
Juventus have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Daniel Alves. Rodri. Adriano. Now it's Neymar. And help's available out wide. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Neymar. Mbappe. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Neymar looking to play it into the box. Decent hit from there.
It was a sterling.
And that's it. 1 foot firmly in the next round. Victory away from home. Home comforts to come. Much of the job is done.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt...
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too. And all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Well, we are, of course, in Rotterdam, at one of the most recognisable arenas in Europe. One that features extensively both at home and abroad for Feyenoord. It is, of course, De Kuip. They've got underway here pretty promptly. Van Dijk does well there, alert. Mbappe, he's gone for it! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
That's it! Goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Bale was quick to move in. Keeper's handling wasn't great.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Paris Saint-Germain go ahead.
Shot at goal! Oh, what a hit! What a hit! About as smooth as it gets. And with the match still in its infancy, they are easing away.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Paris Saint-Germain have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Played back in. It's a corner. And that's a throw. Bologna have statistically the worst defence in the league. Tries to get it forward quickly. Played out to the right. And the weighted pass. And he's there to cut it out. He's being closely tested here. Plays it long. He's had a go! They've scored! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And De Bruyne! A great save, real class.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Been levered clear.
De Bruyne.
Great leap! Jhay, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Cristiano Ronaldo did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Plays it out to the flank. Going through. Bologna really aren't having much joy on their travels. Their last 5 away games have yielded not a single win. He's picked him out. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Gets it upfield. Mbappe. Receives it in a good position. To tune his rangefinder before the next one. That's clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with a false 9, and no one's really holding a fixed position up there.
How does that work?
Well, I think it's an attempt to just confuse this defence with constant...
Has a hit! It's got a rattle. Bardsley has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. And it's De Bruyne. Gets it back. In it comes. Goalkeeper's ball. Forward it goes. Well played, he saw that coming. Hoists it forward, gets into a dangerous position. Rodri. Tandev. Loses his balance and loses the ball. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. He's one-on-one! And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's left his man. Goes for the cross. Oh, that is clearly overhit. And there's the end of the first half. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the...
Gets up to head it! Cleared away. Bologna, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
I think tactically he didn't make a good job of things for starters, and then compounded matters in trying to correct it. I only hope he's thick-skinned.
The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Away from immediate danger. In the end they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Pandev. He'll try from distance. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Pandev simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And here's Bale. Now can he finish? Oh, some tackle that. It's come through. Shoots! Goal! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserved to.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Played out to the right. Chiellini goes looking. Pandev. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Pandev. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Hakimi with a shapes to shoot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, the weight on the ball was just perfect, and if only they could have come up with a finish to match.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Out to the right. Crosses it in.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
De Bruyne drives it forward. And it's Pandev. Just brushed off the ball there. Hoists it forward. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Guardado. Mbappe. Beautifully done. Chip through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Plays it out to the flank. Next up for PSG, it's going to be the decisive leg of their European quarter-final, and they'll be facing Juventus. Tries to get it forward quickly. Fine run, and he's happy to keep going. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Mbappe! That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. And it's played forward. Chips it!
Oh, that's brilliant! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
And that's that! Paris Saint-Germain winners by the odd goal. Really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain simply imposed their strength from start to finish, and this became as predictable as predicted.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The hosts can sense a semi-final place. Having picked up a win, albeit a narrow one in the away leg, they clearly feel that they are in a position to finish the job in front of their own loyal support. Not necessarily so, believe the visitors today. They think that they can still turn this round. After all, the lead is by no means a decisive one, at least not yet. And that is a tone evidently shared by the away supporters, who are more than holding their own here. Some great scenes here at the Coit, nor would you expect anything else from a ground with its particular reputation. So a tight win first time round, same again would do. The home crowd are reminding them there is still work to be done.
I think the mood in the home camp, Peter, is that of quiet confidence, and there's more than justified considering they got themselves the result they wanted in the first leg. While it's tempting to think they've got most of their job done, I still see a twist or two.
Just joining us, we are already underway. Paris Saint-Germain are back on familiar territory, having secured victory in the first leg. They are wary that the tie is only halfway through. Much work still to be done en route to the semi-final. He gets past his man. Neymar with a shot! And it's a goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Paris Saint-Germain have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it? Forward it goes. Rabiot. And it's Neymar. Herrera goes long. Not offside that time. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Messi. Going through. Clears it out of harm's way. De Ligt gets rid without sophistication. Zhirkov gets it back. Messi, he's got away. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Gets away from his opponent. Managed to get it away. Laid back in. He's had a look. Wants to get it forward quickly. Bentancur looking to break out here. Zhirkov. Bentancur. Paris Saint-Germain scored early, of course, and the score is 1-0. Herrera. Chip through. It's on a... It's one! They've done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they're perfecting that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
So now the difference is 3. Hoists it forward. And it's Zhirkov. Zhirkov has it in a wide position, so what next? And it's played forward. Now the counter. Neymar gets it out to the wing. Rabiot. Vidal. He's got it. Shapes to shoot. Oh, it's there. And they are dragging it back. Game on again.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Juventus give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Alisson gets it upfield. Rabiot. Paris Saint-Germain are leading with half-time drawing close. Herrera did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looks to thread it through. What a sight of goal here. This could fall anywhere. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Gets wrestled off the ball. Benatia goes looking. Gets the better of his man. Iniesta. He's had a shot! He scored! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
And that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Starting to look like a done deal now. Rabiot. It's a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Tries to locate someone up front. Hoists it high. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And this could be the final action of the first half. Strong punch. And it's Dani Alves. Goes for goal! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Paris Saint-Germain are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. Just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And the shot! There it is! And the second half is off to a flyer!
Juventus are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? It's a brilliant interception. Iniesta. Vidal. Rabiot. Richarlison. That is a crunching tackle. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Now it's Neymar. Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Vidal has a look inside the box. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Ball through needs to be good here. And that has been cleared. Bentancur plays it out to the flank. Buffon gets it away. And it's been taken straight back. It's the through ball. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Vidal plays it forward. De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. Loses his balance and loses the ball. He's left his man. De Ligt tries to get it forward quickly.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Juventus are keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Dani Alves. He came in hard, very hard. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And it's Neymar. Forward it goes. Chiellini battles to win it back. Decent looking ball. Richarlison. He gets past his man. Not this time.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Throw in. Hoists it forward. Mbappe. Deftly done. Neymar gets it, and now what? Going for goal! And out to safety. He's had a go! And yet another chance goes to waste.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And it's been taken short. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Just brushed off the ball there. And here's Iniesta, played out to the right. A really good feat. Try from distance. Messi has got himself a free kick. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. It's another dead ball chance. No, he's missed it.
Messi cannot really be faulted for having a go. He's usually more capable.
Keeper and go again. Pops it in gently. Has gone out. Vidal. Rabiot drives it forward. Plays it out to the wing. Receives it from behind. And here's the chance to counter. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Going through. Messi.
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, games like this, Peter, can often hinge on the smallest of details, so you have to wonder what effect it's going to have on everybody on this pitch now.
Attempts to play it through. Gets away from his opponent. He could be in here. Hits one! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Saint-Germain through to the semi-finals. The trophy almost touchable. You cannot help but fancy them. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, a quick look. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Asmoon. Just the goalkeeper. Hits one! Paris Saint-Germain were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Modric. He's gone for goal! Massive leap! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Mbappe did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters. And
He's had a shot!
Modric so cleverly used the drop of the shoulder to take him into a shooting position, and he got that part right at least.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He'll hit it!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
Iniesta. Iniesta clips one through. Malcolm has a hit! Adriano is there and he can get that clear. Oh, some tackle that. Azmoun. Iniesta. Mbappe finds himself offside. Cuts it out. Nil-nil still. I like the chances though.
Yeah, those longer balls forward are definitely having more of an impact, something that should have been resorted to before now.
Adriano. Van Dijk. Malcolm. Just brushed off the ball there. Bardsley passes it forward. Caught offside that time. Azmoun. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Modric. Rakitsky has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in some weeks. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Breaks on here. Ronaldo goes long. He can get that clear.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
lobs it in gently. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. Adriano. And here's Iniesta. Iniesta not easily shrugged off the ball. Room for a shot. Forward it goes. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Hit long and direct. Clears it out of harm's way. He's through. And it's Rakitsky. Oh, sweet feet. Can he deliver? Plays it out to the flank. And that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Mbappe looks to Messi! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Well, it could have been and probably should have been a different choice of finish. There was lower space to hit.
Messi. And out to safety. Iniesta. It's gone a long way up and away. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. It'll be a throw-in. Foot in. Tries to get it forward quickly. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And it's got through. Marcelo with a fine tackle. Mbappe gets it back. Chip through. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's offside. Yes, it is. Zenit St. Petersburg are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Coaxed through there. He's got options out wide. He gets past his man. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And help's available out wide. Iniesta looking to get on the end of this. Going through. Iniesta. Real chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's Marcelo. Rakitsky gets into the right position to intercept. A chance to play it in. Up to meet it! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
The changes then in quick succession. Messi drives it forward. Got a sight of goal here. He's gone for it! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe made himself the key component of a very good move. That's how you get behind the defence.
Iniesta goes looking. Mbappe tries lifting it over. Chant goes for goal! And yes, it's there! Finally the breakthrough.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Paris Saint-Germain themselves into the lead.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Kouyaté sends it forward. Marcelo plays a clever pass. Cleared away. That is terrific skill. Messi, and that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Paris Saint-Germain are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Out to the right. Paris Saint-Germain just have to run down the clock. He's left his man. The message, he's been bundled over. That is a foul. Van Dijk knocks it away.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
And they've been caught out here. Mbappe, he's gone for it! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Played out to the right. And it's played forward. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta floats one over. Here it comes. He's got away. So who's he picking out? Oh, smart save. Speculative strike. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Paris Saint-Germain win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain simply imposed their strength from start to finish, and this became as predictable